Hi everybody, this is just an intro to the video that's coming, just to tell you to stay tuned to at the end of the video, because it sounds like I'm signing off, but I'm attaching another video that's going to do a flip through with this little journal that I made for this box. And also I also wanted to say that it sounds like make a reference to a video that you should have already watched maybe, but I decided not to upload that. So I just feel blessed that you didn't hear the story about my horrible week last week and my trip to the cellar when they blew the tornado sirens. But anyway, yeah, it had 4 inches of water in it that I discovered in the dark. So anyway, please stay tuned to the very end of this video, and I really appreciate you guys watching. Bye. Hi guys, this is Cindy, and I am working on a journal that's been on my kitchen counter for about a month. But at least it's only a month. You know, the Dungeons and Dragons one I did was like 3 months, 6 months. So anyway, my sister and I were talking, and she said she made a list of books she was waiting to read. And I said, oh, you need something to keep the list on or in or whatever. And so anyway, I volunteered to make her a junk journal. And she said, I showed her mine. Of course, mine's real grungy, and she's not a grungy person. So I told her, I said, I have mine in this old book, box thing that holds things similar to this, except mine was much bigger. And she said, well, I have one. And she showed me a picture of it. It was so cute. It was like burgundy colors. It had this little girl on there. I thought, oh, yeah, that would be good. But I'm thinking in the back of my mind, now, that's going to be kind of hard because I'm not so sure about that. Because, girls, I got some lady stuff, but the girls and not much. And vintage looking. It wasn't like a modern day girl, more vintage looking, Victorian looking girl. So anyway, then I was at her house and she was going to give me the box to bring back home. And she said, I've got another one. How about this one? And then she handed me this one. And I thought, yeah, that's more my style. I love maps, anything to do with maps. The first junk journal I made was map theme, and I knew from the beginning I was going to do maps. It was so thick and full. I took it apart and ended up making, I think, 3 journals out of the first one. So anyway, this is what I started with. And then, of course, I had to go shopping. I just happened to be at Tuesday morning, so I was looking around, and I found this kit, or maybe 2 kits. I kind of bought a bunch of stuff for one little teeny tiny journal. But I mean, it travel, and it's the same colors, and it's maps, and got trains in it. How can you say no to trains? So this will be my paper, and it looks like it has some journaling cards too, and some little tabby things and decorations. So that's on the agenda. But then, of course, I also found this. Oh, look at this. This paper goes, not all of it, but some of it. Look at that. Let's see, compared to this. I think we can make some of this work. And somewhere along the way, hot air balloons became a thing. And I think it started with me finding in my stash a journaling card, if I can find it now. I don't see it right away. I'll put this over to the side on top of this stash. Avalanche will probably happen. Here it is. I was cleaning out and I found this. I thought, we're kind of getting there. So this is something I made a long time ago. I thought that would be pretty. So that's when the hot air balloons kind of started. Then I found those at Dollar Tree. And anyway, it's just been fun. And yes, I have way more stuff than I should. And this is a thank you digital from Digital Mandragora. I don't know I'm sure I'm not saying it right. But anyway, it's on Etsy shop. So I bought her digital kit and did the D&D, and this was a freebie. So it kind of had some stuff I thought I could use. Maybe not so much that. But anyway, I don't know what that is. And I found these in some stuff I was digging out. And I was going through Encyclopedia. I found those and that. So I think we got more than we need. And I had some tissue paper that had that balloon on it. So that's where I'm going with this. And then I love these tickets. And Gail did this. And this is a snap of her shop because I love that map on that ticket. And so anyway, all sorts of designs. And then I found this butterfly paper in my stash, and that's in my stash. I mean, look, it's perfect. The problem is this journal's going to be like 2 inches by 3 inches. It's going to be so small. Let me turn the ruler right. It's, okay, I can't even see. It's 3.5 opening. So I can't go any more than 3, I don't think. If I did a 3-inch journal, that would leave room for like a pencil or something. I might do 3. Can I do 3 1/4? If I did 3 1/4, yeah, I'll do 3 1/4 by, let's see, 7. So 6 1/2. I gotta write that down. 3 1/4 by 6 1/2, and that's the finished size. So, okay, 3 1/4. I can find something to write with now. How come all the pencils aren't sharpened and all that? Okay. So 3 1/4 by, I said 5, and I've already forgotten. Too much talking between measuring. 5, oh, it's 6. See, it's a good thing I measured. 6, well, hang on now, people. That's almost 7 inside, so 6 1/2. I didn't say that, did I? Did I say that? 6 1/2 by, I'm going to go 3 1/4. Yeah. Okay. That's going to be the finished size. I might go a smidge more than that for the cover, and then make the pages this size. The top can, the length can be the same. So anyway, I guess my next job is going to be figuring out what's going to be my cover and what pages I'm actually going to use. And see, I have these great stickers. It's got postage stamps. I'm sure that, I don't know where I got that. Anyway, yeah, I'm just rattling. I think I found these two at, not so much that one, but these things there at Tuesday Morning as well. So anyway, if I don't use them on this journal, I'll use them on the next journal I've got in the works. Last year, I think I showed you the journal I made when my parents, my sister, and I went on just a little weekend trip. It was about 3 or 4 days, and I just made a little journal, used Robin's cover, and it was just to keep track of times and dates, because we were doing a train ride and a trolley tour around T-O-U-R, around the city, and just the address of the places and the time. So I just did that for myself to keep up with things. So I'm going to do another one for another trip. I'm not sure where we're going, but we went last year because my daughter was flying to Vegas for the Comic-Con, the Star Trek thing, and I was like a nervous wreck. And so she's going back this year. So I'm like, okay, get your bags packed. 1st of August, we got to go somewhere. So isn't that cute? So anyway, I'm going to make another travel journal. And I'll show you that because it'll be the next journal I'm making. So anyway, I'm going to get off here and quit rattling. Except I will say, if you watched my last video, I forgot to mention something. During the hailstorm where I was afraid my car would get hailed on, even though, because it was across the river at the car dealership instead of in my garage. And I was in the cellar with the 4 inches of water in the bottom, because the tornado siren went off. The wind was so bad, it broke the latch on my gate. And now I can't even close it. It has a gap that big, which I'm afraid my dog's going to get out. And I had to buy parts to fix my gate. So it was just kind of like the no good, very bad week last week. So this week's going to be better. This is Monday. I went to the doctor this morning, got good reports on everything. So we're going to get this journal going, and we're going to have a happy, good week. And I'm going to get my car back, too. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me rattle. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Hello guys, thanks for sticking around this long. I just finished the journal. I wanted to show you a little flip through of it. And this is my 3rd time to film it, because the first time I had the orientation wrong on my camera, and the second time a ghost moved my camera. I'm not sure, but it really messed it up. So yeah, we'll see if a ghost moves this one. So anyway, here's the journal finished, and I've zoomed in, so hopefully I'll stay in camera or frame. I made it 2 signatures. Originally I was going to do 1, and I decided it was too small to go in this box, because the box is almost as deep as it is wide. So anyway, I went ahead and put a 1/2 inch spine in, and my first attempt, which I'll show you, was too small. I made it the same size as the pages. Well, it actually looks like I made it a little taller. I made it tall enough, but not wide enough. So I remade it with some scrapbook paper, and then I thought, that's too thin. So I glued the 2 together, and it gave me just a little lip here where this was too small, and that was perfect for the rickrack. So I put rickrack on the front and back. And I close it with this lace, same lace I put on the spine, and there's a reason I have lace on the spine. It's because it's very difficult for me doing a 1/2 inch spine. I couldn't get my holes, and I'm not very good about doing even numbers of spine signatures anyway, because odd numbers are much easier to figure out where the hole placement is. So there's a few extra holes. Just covered them up with some lace. No one ever knows. Okay, on the front, I found this in my stash, and I'm not sure where it came from. Save the page, it says, and I added the cluster. I know that's my fabric, so I found it somewhere, probably part of a scrapbooking kit or something. So anyway, I thought it was perfect for this cover. And inside, let's look. I have a pocket here. Pockets are made out of scrapbook paper leftovers, or that kit I showed you I got it Tuesday morning had a sticker page, and I just took the stickers off and put them on regular paper and then cut them out again. And that way I made it a little stiffer and not sticky, so it's made pockets out of those. But this journaling card is made from the old 1950s encyclopedia. It had the balloons. I showed you that article. And this sticker is from Dollar Tree. It had that whole sheet of great stickers. And then I also showed you a page of stamps that were stickers. And I'm pretty sure I got those from Hobby Lobby. I added some cheesecloth there. I just wanted to make sure. The video I watched it back, and it didn't make it kind of sounded weird. I said all of a sudden balloons became a thing. Well, it had nothing to do with the one that flew across the country. It basically came about because I found this in my stash. I'll show you back here, and it kind of matched my books. I mean, my papers and stuff. So I just wanted to make sure you knew where I got the inspiration for the balloons. It wasn't from that one. So this was one of those stickers I made into a pocket, and this is also from that 1950s encyclopedia. And the pages in here are this wonderful copy paper that's cream colored or taupe colored. I don't know what color you would call that. I have a whole box of it, but I got it at garage sale for like 50 cents. I wish I had more. So it's that every other page with scrapbook paper. That's a sticker. And the scrapbook paper was from those 2 different kits I showed you. And some of it's thin and single-sided, and some of it's thicker. And on some sides, it's darker colors. So I didn't do it on every single one, but on a lot of them, I tried to do pockets on those pages or something like this envelope. And I'm pretty sure this came from My Creative Studios. I think it was a September kit I got. And this is just some scrap of that paper just to write on. And I have it clipped on with a gold paper clip that I got the other day with a stash of paper clips. I thought gold and yellow goes together, so that's good. Okay, continuing on, scrapbook paper. Center of the signature is from that one kit from that had the different elements with it, the stickers and the journaling cards, which were all too big to go in here. But I was able to use a few by trimming them down a little bit. This was a piece of scrap paper just in the stash, and that was from the 1950s encyclopedia about balloons. Reading list is a stamp I have, and that's just some we call that stuff. I think I got a kit at Christmas, and that's where that washi tape came from. That's on the background there. And when I did earlier in the video, I showed that freebie page, and this was one of the items from that freebie page. So lots of room to write and make lists. And that's a sticker. You know, if you need the pages that have stuff like this on them, you can always, of course, glue blank paper on top of them or Post-it notes or something. This was a map from the 1970s set of encyclopedias I have, and I like the yellow tones there. This is a master board that are just different scraps, and I glued a sticker on there, 2 stickers. And then I have a digital kit that's got a bunch of old-looking grungy books. I love them. So that's a fussy cut I glued on there. So plenty of writing space there, and it makes use of this dark page that you couldn't do much with. All right, second signature, basic, same sort of thing. This copy paper with the scrapbook paper in between. This is a book plate that I have. It's a digital kit I bought several years ago, and I'm not sure who did it, but there's too many out there to choose from on Etsy. Well, too many for me because I want them all. All right, this Hans Christian Andersen picture is from Mrs. Cog's Crafts. It's on Etsy, and this was the Great Authors Kit, I think is what it's called. And I just added that little postage meter thing. One thing about these small pages is I had lots of good scraps left over. So some I used full-size pages on some, and some I used the smaller cutoffs to make pages. This sticker here is really hard to see because it's on that dark page, but it's like book spines. Got it from Dollar Tree, and that's where I got the balloon stickers too. That's some really cool ones. And when I bought this, I bought 5 packages, and I said, oh, I should have bought everyone they had. So I went back to a whole bunch of different Dollar Trees, and I could only find one more package, but I grabbed it. All right. This is a journaling card made out of a masterboard base with another one of those book plates on it and some more of those sticker stamps. And then we're at the center. There's that sticker. And here's another one of the maps from that 1970s encyclopedia. And it had a little tab there, so I thought that's great. So I cut it out and I made a perfect side tuck. I added a sticker from that not digital kit, the Tuesday morning kit. And this is one of the journaling cards from that as well. And then this is Fussy Cut of the stack of books. This is one I don't think I didn't cut that one down. It sticks out just a little bit, but I figured that's okay. Here's one that I cut down. Let me get to that page. Show you all the scrapbook paper. Yeah. I was able to cut this one down and it fit in there. And I had a library pocket I wanted to use, but it was too big. So I thought, I can make my own library pocket. So I took some scraps of this paper and made a library pocket. And the library pocket I wanted to use, I just took the whole page out of the book that it was from, and it had this stamped in there, Southeastern Public Library System of Oklahoma, and it had the red numbers. So see if you can see those. I thought that's perfect. So I just put it on my own little library pocket. And then this is from the kit, like I said. And that's about it, except for the back thing that inspired the balloons. My neighbor's leaving. You can probably hear his car. And I made this at a scrapbooking convention because these little brads match the paper and they're just so cool. And I'm glad I got to finally use it after who knows how long, decades. And went to my sister, so that's great. And then I made a journaling card to go inside here, and I had a scrap of cardstock, and I have a stamp. I stamped in the corners, and this image of the Last of the Mohegans I got from that 1970s encyclopedia. That would be perfect for a reading journal. So anyway, I put that in there, and you got to kind of be careful with it. Make sure it fits in there really well. And then, this is the reading log journal I made for my sister to go in the box that she had. And I'll give it to her sometime in April. Maybe I get this closed. So anyway, thanks for watching this far, and I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.